We got a bunch of information last week when it comes to GTA Online. All of the new updates, of course, the expanded edition. And in this video, I just wanted to clear it all up and go over the release order. Explain it, because Rockstar were very confusing in their newswire, and hopefully this video helps some of you guys out trying to figure out when certain things are going to release this year. So let's go ahead and hop right in. The first thing I wanted to point out was that it looks like, according to their wording, there's going to be at least 2 updates coming to GTA Online this summer. This was the text from the newswire. It was about taking advantage of some special benefits when the expanded edition drops. But they say that first line, this summer's updates. It's a plural. So that is them indicating there's going to be at least 2 updates. I don't think there's going to be any more, but it does seem like there's going to be 2. Now, when these will come out, the first one seems like it's coming out next week. In the newswire, they said that May 27th, in the middle there, you can see that's when 8 new stunt races are coming to GTA Online. So next Thursday, we will be getting these new stunt races, and I'm going to assume that's going to be the first of those updates they were talking about, because I don't think they can just release new stunt races to the game without an update. So next Thursday is when we're going to see the first update. But this update, the one coming next week, isn't going to include the main summer DLC. At least that's what it sounds like from Rockstar's newswire, because what they said shortly after those stunt races, fans of the futuristic deadline mode will get 7 new arenas. So they're saying shortly after the stunt races. To me, that means basically a week later, if not maybe 2 weeks later. And then after the deadline mode, they don't really say anything, but the survival mode is coming next. They're adding a bunch of new locations to the survival mode. So it's almost like the reverse of a normal DLC. They're drip feeding before the main DLC. This time they're drip feeding some game modes rather than vehicles. But that's what this first update seems like it's going to be. It's going to be next Thursday, the first part of it. That's going to have the new stunt races. A week later, potentially, there's going to be the 7 new deadline modes. And then probably a week after that is when we get the new survival mode. And the reason why those seem to be coming first is because in the actual paragraph from their newswire, talking about the main portion, or the main summer DLC, the one that's going to have the new cars, the one that's going to have that multi-part robbery mission, they say here at the very end, all of that coming later this summer. So if they were going to release this in a week or 2, they're not going to say later this summer. So that sounds like it's going to be the second update coming out, I don't know, in June, in July, in August. We'll take a look specifically when it could come out, comparing it to old summer DLCs of past years. But these are the 2 summer updates. I'm guessing they're splitting them in 2, so when they release this first one, we can't just see all of the content through the drip feed or through the game files. At least that's what makes sense to me. So next week and the subsequent weeks after that, I wouldn't be expecting any new vehicles or nothing really new apart from those 3 game modes. Now, as for when the main DLC could come out, I mean, of course, it's anyone's guess because it's Rockstar at the end of the day, but just looking back at the last 5 years of summer DLCs, last year we had the Los Santos Summer Special update, and that was released on August 11th. So this one was actually late in the summer. Going back to 2019, we had the Casino update that was released July 23rd. So more what you would think summer would be. And then the year before that, the After Hours update was released July 24th. So that's 2 years back to back. They released these summer updates in July. Going back to 2017, we had Gun Running. That DLC released June 13th. And then the year before that, 2016, we actually had 2 DLCs. We had the CEO DLC, the one that added offices. That was released June 7th. And then a month later, we actually had the Cunning Stunts DLC on July 12th. So the majority of these summer DLCs release in either late June or early July. That's the average date. The one outlier, of course, was last year, August 11th. Now, last year's summer DLC was delayed because the original summer DLC, The Cops and Crooks, was canceled internally. So they had to scrap something up, and that's what we ended up getting. So to me, last summer's DLC, the date at least, doesn't really affect when these summer DLCs usually release. So if I were to guess as for when we're going to get this 2021 summer DLC, probably sometime in July. I don't think they'd release it in June, simply because if we have 3 weeks of the stunt races, then the deadline mode, then the survival, that basically puts it mid-June. And I'm willing to bet they're wanting to wait until that's sort of done to release the big update. So at the moment, we have the little small update coming in a week. That's going to have content for 3 weeks. Then we have the big update, more than likely coming in the middle of July. Now, the only other thing that was interesting, Rockstar did mention GTA 3. GTA 3's 20-year anniversary is actually August 22nd this year. So maybe in that main summer update, we get some sort of drip-fed content for that October 22nd date. If not, then we might even get a third update. And then, of course, the expanded edition comes out on November 11th. So as far as the release order goes, just one more time, next week we're getting the stunt races. Probably a week after, we're getting the deadline modes. More than likely a week after that, we're getting the survival mode. Then probably wait a month. Mid-July, we get the summer DLC, like the Crooks DLC or the Tuner DLC. And then October 22nd would be the next date for something big, just because that's October, or that's GTA 3's 20th year anniversary. And Rockstar said to look out for some surprises. And then we end the year with the expanded edition coming out November 11th. The one only other thing I will say, just to speculate here, I wonder if this summer DLC will be the last DLC for the current gen consoles. We've already experienced this once, moving from the 360 and the PS3 to the PS4 and Xbox One. There was a DLC where they stopped making them for those older consoles. I wonder if we're going to see that, maybe the December DLC this year. Maybe that's only exclusive to those newer consoles. Maybe that's only exclusive to the enhanced edition of GTA Online. Something to think about, but of course that is just speculation. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Just wanted to clear up this because I've seen a bunch of confusion, because Rockstar never make it easy to figure out what exactly is going on. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop the video like if you did enjoy, subscribe for more GTA content, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one.